Welcome to the I'm Not Dumb But podcast, where we won't claim to have all the answers to life's deepest questions, but we'll give you an exciting journey into the realms of knowledge you never knew you needed. Today, we bring you another episode of I'm Not Dumb News. I'm your host, Victor, joined by someone who holds a masterclass in Pernil, Caesar.
Yo.
And someone whose biggest worry is the supermarket yogurt section, Rob.
Yo.
How you guys doing? You guys ready to get current, up to
Let's
date
get
in all the
current,
news?
man.
Do this.
Let's get current. What's happening in this world?
All right. Our first article, doctors clear Mitch McConnell after health scare. Republican Senate leader Mitch McConnell is medically clear to work, says a doctor, a day after the lawmaker suddenly appeared unable to speak for the second time this summer. On Wednesday, Mr. McConnell, age 81, froze up for more than 30 seconds when asked if he would run for re-election. He had a similar lapse in July. Have you guys seen the videos of this?
I've seen the videos and I feel bad for him. Like, I can't watch it too much. Like, he just looks like an old man who's like lost. And I'm like, I want to feel some sort of way, but honestly, my heart goes out to him.
Listen, I'm not a supporter of him, but there's something medically wrong with him.
Yeah.
There's no way a doctor's clearing you. You're in 100% health. Like,
no. Something
is seriously wrong.
It's the devil calling him home, bro. That's what it is. All those policies, all those years, it's coming due. Plus, I've seen like newscasters freeze and have like
No. It's not like a freeze or you lost your place. There's a look on his face that is almost like confusion. But what are your thoughts, Caesar? I mean, you are a doctor.
Again, bro, based on
in
his
some
policies
countries.
in the past, I got.
What do you mean based on his policies in the past? What are we talking about here?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Catch me up to date. What are we talking about?
So I don't know, man. Like I see that he's like kind of frozen. I have seen videos like that's before of like newscasters doing the same thing. So to me, it's not really. It's just an old man who's having old man thoughts, old man moment.
I was watching a lot of videos on it, and people were like, he's having mini strokes, mini seizures, things like that.
It's happening. It's happened before. This is not the first time.
Yeah, it happened in July in like a big apparently he fell sometime last year and like hit his head on something. And so he was like hospitalized for a while. I don't know the details of that. That's what I've heard.
He got to call it a day, man. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. Well, what are we doing?
So this brings up a topic that I kind of wanted to talk about related to this, which was, so the U.S. Congress remains without electoral limits. So basically, you can be a senator or representative until the end of time. But there's limits to when you can enter these things. So according to the Constitution, a senator can't be a senator until you're 30, and you can't be a representative unless you're 25 is the minimum.
Okay.
But I picked, the four oldest representatives and senators was Mitch McConnell, who's 81, Dianne Feinstein, who's 89, and her term doesn't end until 2025. Chuck Grassley, another 89-year-old, Bernie Sanders, who's 81, who I love, but still, he's 81. Like, what are we doing here, guys? It's time to go. There's no way you're benefiting the public by staying in those positions.
Yeah, I think there needs to be a cap. We should have a cap, should
have a cap.
At some point, are you making the best choices? Are you really understanding the needs of the growing population and where we want things to go? I think it's just a bunch of people who don't want to stop working. I mean, in my job, I see that all the time. Except they have the power to change rules and laws and do all that stuff. Yeah, there needs to be a cap.
I mean, for instance, Dianne Feinstein, an article came out earlier this month that her daughter has been given power of attorney over her, which can mean a lot of things. Yet, her term doesn't end until 2025. So how are you going to have a sitting senator like, granted that I don't think they can come in and say whatever, but like, obviously this person can't take care of themselves.
They can't take care of themselves, and they're supposed to make decisions on the entire United States of America.
Right.
Nah. Sit at home, get on that recliner, and take your pensions or whatever you
I'm
got.
saying if you can still do it, no matter the age, I'm with it.
But I think we're getting to the point where they can't still do it.
Some of them, yeah,
Like,
you're right.
You know
But
what I mean? Like, do we want guys who are supposed, like, they're having moments. They need to just step down. Like, they don't need to work.
But beyond that, it's not even of the need to work, right? Should they be guiding policies and laws that control a country that's not for them anymore?
Yeah, I don't think they should.
Well,
I mean,
realistically, a lot of these politicians, do you think age even matters when they're creating policies that are supposed to be for us?
Yeah.
You could be 50, you could be 70, you could be 80, and your policies might just benefit you.
The average age of the Senate is 64 years, and the average age of the House of Representatives is 57 years.
See, I understand the older look, right? Because, you have an older person, they seem like they're more wise, they're more distinguished, they have more experience. I get why we want that, right? Because we look at that like, oh, wow, this is what we want. But at some point, there's like diminishing returns to this age, and now you're dealing with stuff like this. They should just avoid that and put a cap. Medically clear, what do they need? What are they checking them for,
I mean, there was
what's the requirements?
There was talks towards the end of the Reagan administration that he was suffering from dementia, like, badly. And he was still in office making, executive decisions and all that bullshit.
Yeah, that's not a good move. The power of attorney. I mean, Dianne Feinstein, her daughter is power of attorney, and she's sitting here making decisions for us. That's wild.
With no intent to, like, step down.
Yeah, she's like, I'm good.
I got a little chart for generations in the House and the Senate.
Uh-huh.
For the Senate, let's just start there. 8% is of the silent generation. So that's 1928 to 45.
I've never even heard of that generation.
It's like your grandparents.
Oh, the silent generation.
Why are they silent?
I have no idea.
Half of them are dead.
I think they didn't talk.
Because World War II happened and they didn't say shit.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
65% are baby boomers. 24% is Generation X. 3% is millennial for Senate. Honestly, I don't think 65% should be baby boomers in the Senate. I think there should be more Generation X.
It should be like more level with like the population.
Well, I don't know if it's more level with the population, but I think it should be more representative of, like, people. We are taking over the country. Like, millennials are probably a good portion of the workforce now. And now we have a bunch of baby boomers
making laws for it.
Making laws for our workforce that wouldn't even apply to us.
Yeah. Yeah, they're making decisions for themselves. Because that's what they do. That's what people with power do. Yeah, I agree. So what would you have the cap be? What do you think's a good age?
I mean, what's retirement?
75? 67?
67? I'd say 75, yeah. 70 to 75?
I'd say 75.
Is that how you want to spend the rest of your life? For me, the rest of my life, this is how I'm going to die. I'm going to spend my days walking down a beach, probably the southern Georgia coastline, because Florida is going to be flooded. So it's going to add a new coastline. I'll walk waterfront. Brand new waterfront that used to be Florida. Walking on the beach and playing video games. That's all I'm going to do for the rest of my life. That's how I'm going to die.
Bro,
I don't know what you guys haven't managed.
That's you. A lot of these politicians, they get in and they just stay in. That's all they know. McConnell probably has more years doing in politics than we've been alive. So that's all he knows.
I don't think that's a good thing.
It's a good thing if you know policy, if you know how to write policy, technical aspects about it. So I think it's a good thing. But like you mentioned earlier, an older individual tends to have more experience, right? So
that's the idea,
right?
That's the idea. But
It's
let's
not
be
necessarily
honest.
the case. Yeah, true.
Right. If you were a dumb young person, you're probably still a dumb old person.
True.
That is also very true. Most
So
of these politicians are pretty dumb, I think.
They know how to raise money. They know
They
how
know how
to
to raise
money.
money. They're connected, you know? Like a lot of them come from wealthy families. They have good connections. They went to good schools, which we, believe are good, means you're good, but it just means that you just got better connections than anyone else. Doesn't mean you're smart. They're just better well connected than we are. So you got a bunch of baby boomers with tons of money who don't have to give up their jobs with tons of power. And that's all they know. And they're just going to stay in the loop and stay in the job and do everything they can to make themselves more money and more power until they physically can't do it anymore. And literally, there's nothing anyone can do about it.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great deal for them.
All these politicians, man, their net worth is ridiculous.
It's because they're saving their money, they're investing their money in a good S&P 500 stock.
Is that what it is?
And they're not buying these $5 coffee culottes every day.
Because I stopped buying avocado toast. And I'm still broke.
It takes about 30 years.
Yeah, it's over time, the lack of avocado toast compounds.
I am trying to pick myself up by the bootstraps. I just can't afford a bootstrap.
Yeah, the bootstraps are wrapped around your neck.
Inflation.
Yeah, it takes about 30 years.
Yeah, they can also insider trade technically. So
Yeah. And that's always nice.
That's always nice. That's always
plus lobbying. Have
you went through the there's a website that tracks their trades.
Yeah, I've seen that website.
You've seen that? Yeah. It's usually, I think it's a month behind because they have to report what they're trading on. So people will, they'll compound all the information and see what, these politicians are trading and what they're buying and selling. Because usually it has some effect on the laws that they vote for.
Mm.
And some of these politicians, they beat out the market. Like major hedge funds, they beat them out by double digits.
That's crazy.
In returns.
Of course.
And it's like you see this, you're like, are you kidding me? Like, how is this?
It's blatant.
Yeah, they don't even
blatant.
care. It's not even hidden.
They tried to write a bill against. I don't know if it passed.
No, it didn't pass. I know what you're talking about.
That one, right? For insider trading.
Mm-hmm. Why would it pass? Why am I going to say I can't insider trade? Why am I going to do that to myself?
Yeah. Democracy player.
And you can't even get rid of them. Yeah, whatever.
All right. So Labor Day is approaching, guys. And
can't wait.
Labor Day weekend gas prices are at near an all-time high. Drivers hitting the roads this Labor Day weekend will be greeted by historically high gas prices for this time of year. The national average of regular gas is $3.83 a gallon on Thursday, according to AAA. And they say it's for a variety of reasons, including OPEC holding back supply, extreme heat that messed up with refineries. Gas prices have steadily increased this summer. The national average for regular gas stood at $3.58 on Memorial Day, the unofficial start of summer.
Damn, $3.83. I mean, we're still pretty low compared to the rest of the world.
I think I paid $4 the other day.
Yeah, some of them.
Did you?
BJ's is at $3.75. So if you got a
BJ's at $3.75.
BJ's used to be at $3.25 when everything else was like almost $4, and now.
What companies are doing now, though? There's a Shell that I go to. I loved going to this Shell. Now, what they're doing is, anytime I go to the pump, they go, this is the gas price, right? I think I paid $4, like I said the other day. If you get a car wash, we'll take 30 cents off a gallon. So they want you, every time to go there, not only to buy the gas, they want you to get a car wash, then they'll bring the price down.
Well, I was in North Carolina recently, and I noticed that all the prices were like kind of the same, but the way they priced was different than what they kind of did in New York. They would show you a price and be like $3.36 if you paid with like Easy Pay, which is like their card company or whatever, their points. And then it was $3.43 if it was cash, and then it was like $353 if you paid with credit card, and they're all doing the same thing. Like it should just be one price. Like it should just be one price.
I found out recently there's some states that are now passing laws that's saying that they cannot charge different prices between cash and credit.
Yeah, that needs to stop.
Especially
it should be one price.
Debit is cash, bro.
Yeah, give me a discount or whatever. Yeah, for real. Debit or credit. Like what? Oh, because of the merchant services fees? It can't be that high. And you're making so much money.
It's percentage, right?
Yeah, but still.
There's a Connecticut law, I guess that was recently passed, saying prohibits a business from charging a customer surcharge for using one payment method, credit card, over another payment method.
Yeah, there you go. So Connecticut is same price, cash and credit?
Yeah. And I guess if you still see a gasoline station, a gas station doing it, you can report them.
See? Home of the free. That's where it is.
Even Jersey's prices are pretty high too. I was
they were always cheaper.
Yeah, they used to be the go-to.
Yeah.
It's like if you're passing through Jersey, get the thing.
And they pump the gas for you.
Yeah, I think the thing with them though is that they had to raise it because they realized they needed money. The state needed money.
They weren't shutting down the George Washington Bridge for no reason.
Isn't that the reason why they
need money?
Yeah. Time for some delays on the Fort Lee Bridge or whatever the hell it was.
Yeah, the emails.
And now he's running for president.
Good for him.
He ran last time.
He'll win. You just gotta be consistent.
He's not gonna win.
That's what they said with Trump. Trump won.
He'll probably win again.
He will win again.
He'll run from jail.
They got a phone there.
So another thing that they brought up was for the variety of reasons that oil prices are at all-time highs because some of America's aging refineries, which I thought was interesting. The last major refinery was built in 1977.
Wow.
That's considered aging? That's not that far.
1977? Bro, that's like 50 years.
I feel like a lot of these refineries in Texas are even older than that.
And apparently it can't go all out in triple-digit temperatures.
It's been really hot out there.
So I'm thinking, why the fuck would we have issues with refineries, considering that all these fucking oil companies like to brag about every year their fucking record-breaking profits?
Because they're not building new refineries.
Right.
Just saving that cash.
Keep the demand high, supply low.
So I was like, all right, let me see. The big five oil winners, right? This was reported from Visual Capitalist. The big five oil winners all set record profits in 2022. ExxonMobil made a profit of $23 billion in 2021, $59.1 billion in 2022. Shell, $39.9 billion 2022. Chevron, $36.5 billion. Total Energies, $36.2 billion. So what the fuck are they doing with this money if not building new refineries? The same article said the main focus was to phase out fossil fuels to move to clean energy.
That's clean energy, man. That's what they're going clean energy.
That's what the brochure says. They've already been called out for not doing any of that. The massive profits have largely gone to stock buybacks and reinvesting in shareholders.
You know where that money's also going?
Clean coal.
Congress.
CEO, what?
Congress.
No, this is profits.
No,
clean coal. It just burns so clean.
Yeah, it's clean.
It's clean coal.
It's clean in the title. They call it clean.
I bought some at Home Depot the other day of my barbecue.
Did you? Is it clean?
Couple of clean as could be. Where's the money going? I think we know where the money's going.
It's right back in their pockets.
Yeah, right back in their pockets.
More lobbying.
Why should I invest in a new refinery?
You know what though? Like exactly. Why should they invest in a new refinery? These refineries are pumping out probably what they want to get. They probably have a certain amount that they want to come out before they're going to lose any money or make any money. So they're making that. Probably hoarding tons of cash because they want to get through whatever economic climate we're at and just have a ton of cash to do whatever they want. Plus, I do think that they are going to be investing in these renewable resources, renewable energies, and they want the capital to be able to jump into something that is looking good. So
they've said that a lot though, but they've already been called out for actually just saying that. Like they just print out brochures that they're going to do it, but they never do because they just keep promoting oil.
Well, there's still oil left.
We're already past the tipping point environmentally that we're fucked.
Yeah, but I mean, nobody cares about that. I think the bigger problem is going to be are you going to be on the side that's going to be really negatively impacted by that? These people are building so much wealth that they will not have to worry about that, and their families should not have to worry about that. It's going to be everybody else who's going to have to be worrying about that.
It's going to be the how poor are you to be affected by this?
Exactly. Are you going to be in the metropolis where there's tons of clean water, or are you going to be in that Flint, Michigan where, there's Nestle's fucking selling you bottles of water?
They're poisoning it, then bottling it, and then selling you the same water.
And they're going to ship it over with a train that derails. But make sure you recycle that bottle. That's crazy profits.
Right?
Crazy profits.
Anytime I hear gas prices are going up because of X, Y, or Z, it doesn't faze me anymore. I'm like, these companies can fucking eat it. Would
you buy an electric car right now?
Right now, no, because interest rates are ridiculous. But ever? Yeah.
I think in the future, yeah. I don't think we have the system set up for it. Like to charge these points, you know what I mean? But you need more local charging.
Yeah.
They need more local charging points.
Teslas don't have a bunch of points, a bunch of charging docks.
Yeah, but those things are not great.
Yeah.
They're not well kept. Half of them are broken. And if Tesla doesn't charge. I've told you about the story where we went out. My cousin's friends, they were like, we plugged it in. We're ready to go. We're ready to go to the beach, whatever. Next day we wake up, car's dead. There was a fault in the Tesla, and it never charged all night. Car was packed and everything. So we took her second Tesla that was fully charged, and we went to the fucking beach. She has two. She has a spare.
You didn't say the truck?
No, she has the two.
The Cybertruck?
Two model. Yeah, the Cybertruck. I can't wait till that actually comes out.
I would get a hybrid currently.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the move.
The apartment where I live, like, I can't charge my car here. If you had a home, it's easy to charge your car.
If I had a home and my commute wasn't far, I would get something small to get me to work, and I could charge it at home, and that would be just my commuter.
Right.
But I would also have a car that, could take me if I got to drive to another state or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't want to deal with that.
Two car household.
But
you gotta have three cars. You gotta have three cars. Yeah.
Don't gas prices tend to rise during the summer anyway? I feel like
isn't that because there's more demand of people driving? Are people really driving more in the summer?
Yeah, are they? I think maybe they're traveling more.
Yeah, they're probably traveling more.
Yeah, especially with the way the airlines are going. I heard they suck. Everybody's like,
they sucked last year. They sucked the past 2 years. I've flown this year. Honestly, it's been, knock on wood, pretty good this year.
Recently,
last year sucked.
You go to the airport and the delay like 2, 3 hours, 4 hours.
Well, what airports are you going to?
JFK.
Yeah, you gotta avoid those. You gotta go to like local smaller airports because they're starting to expand a lot of them. But like the smaller airports now they're trying to get more and more flights out of them because no one wants to go to JFK and fuck around in LaGuardia for fucking 6 hours.
Oh, I don't blame them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what international flights are flying out of Westchester?
They have
you do connections.
Yeah, you do connections.
Those connections.
It's not a big international hub. But if you do more of that flying, you create that demand, those airlines will create those routes. Yeah, as soon as more and more people go up there, they're gonna create international airports up there.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to. They're getting priced out of the city.
Next article. Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter, muscle transformation has reignited those Wolverine rumors. Radcliffe has just shown off his lean, ripped physique once more in season 4 finale of Miracle Workers, a TBS comedy anthology series. Every time these rumors recirculate, Radcliffe rebutes them, calling it incredibly flattering, but confirming that he has never been in talks with Marvel Studios to play the famous Clawed mutant. Have you guys seen the this photo of him that's going around?
Bro, he's looking shredded.
Bro, he looks fucking jacked.
Yeah, he's looking fucking thick and just vascular, good form.
Do you need some time alone?
Yeah, he's looking thick, man.
I saw him in a play like a few years ago, and he was looking fucking brawlic.
He's 5'5"?
And he's 5'5".
Damn.
He's a small motherfucker.
He's small,
But
yeah.
Wolverine isn't really that tall either. About 5'6".
No, Wolverine's small, and according to
In real life?
In real life, the hero Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
No, the character of Wolverine is supposedly short.
But Hugh Jackman is small too, right?
No,
he?
Hugh Jackman's tall.
He's tall.
Yeah, he's tall.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman's
He's
tall.
Also,
Hugh
he's short.
Jackman. He's Australian. Like, don't they only
Australian,
come in
mate.
6
They're
foot?
all, yeah. It's at least a 6'1" package and up.
Hugh Jackman's 6'3".
Yeah.
Wow.
Honestly, though, I could see a Daniel Radcliffe as a Wolverine. That shit would be dope.
Yeah, I could see that.
I don't know. I
I'd be
can't
down
see
for
it.
that. No?
Can't see it. No.
You can't see it?
No. He's done a couple of other things, like a couple of movies that I've seen where his range is pretty good. But I can't see him as Wolverine.
What else have you seen him in?
There's one, I think the name of it is Gun Akimbo.
Oh, Guns Akimbo. Yeah, that's a really good one.
That one's good. And I think he did one with that he was like dead, but he was like a...
Oh, that one.
That one. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. What is that called?
He was like he was the dead guy.
He was,
and,
but he was
Paul
like a
Dano's in it.
jack of all trades. What's that thing called?
Swiss Army Man.
Swiss Army Man.
Swiss
yeah.
Army Man, yeah.
Yeah, he was in that, but he like didn't do anything in that really.
Yeah.
He was a dead guy. He was in a rom-com I saw.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, when I see him, I think about him doing Harry Potter, but he did that at such a young age that he could do something different.
Bro, I never even finished Harry Potter.
The books
The
or
movies
any of
or
the
the
movies?
I'm not gonna open up a book. The
The
movies,
books are way better.
the movies.
so
I never
long.
even bothered finish. I think I fast forwarded through the last
gotta
one
read the
just to
books.
see what happened. I'm not reading the books.
He died, bro. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, he
Oh,
dies,
I
man.
saw the movie, but I was like skipping through it because it was like so many boring parts.
Wait, does he really die though? Because I didn't read the last one.
No.
No, he comes back.
Watch
and,
it. Watch it. He
all
comes
right,
back as
spoiler alert!
Wolverine.
Spoiler alert! He comes back as Wolverine and Guns Akimbo.
They strap 2 guns to his arm. He just runs around and shoots people.
Have you seen Rob? Have you seen Guns Akimbo?
No.
It's really good. You should watch
Wow,
it.
Is it?
man.
Yeah, it's actually really good.
It reminds me of like Call of Duty or something like that when you get the akimbo guns. Kind of only want to
Is that what that means? I have no idea.
Yeah, you get the akimbo
I don't
guns.
speak
It's like
Spanish.
2 and 2. Yeah, Caesar, can we get a...
You gotta translate.
Yeah, ¿cómo se
Can we get
dice
a
en
translation?
español guns akimbo?
Now you should watch it. Right?
With
That movie's
hands
wild.
on the hips and elbows turned outward. Guns akimbo.
Oh, that's right. He plays he plays like a bad guy in a few movies.
I can't see Daniel Radcliffe as a bad guy.
Oh, he's a good bad guy.
I can see him as like a creep. Oh, Samara Weaving is in that.
Oh, I love her.
It's funny. She looks like Margot Robbie.
Yeah, she gets that a lot. And they're both Australian, so
They're both Australian. That movie Babysitter that you put me on to, fucking so good.
oh, that one was dope. She's in the newest Scream movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So
I
I
see
was
that.
trying to look up Daniel Radcliffe's workout, but it's not listed anywhere.
Huh.
But he's definitely doing like good amount of cardio.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think? He's definitely leaned out though. Good
He's
for him.
probably doing 2 a days, right? Fasted cardio in the morning, probably a workout, and then probably more cardio at night.
What
keeping
kind of
his
is he? You think he's doing like a Stairmaster in the morning, about 20, 30 minutes?
Most likely.
Probably more than that.
What
Steady
time is he
state.
waking up?
Well, if he's like The Rock, he'll probably wake up at 5.
5. 5 sounds good. I can't do 5. It's a little too early for me.
I think he lives in the city, so it's probably a little bit later.
But
yeah, like 9:15.
You know what's crazy? A lot of these transformations, like after the movie's done, they turn back to
I don't think it's a transformation though, because
he's always lean.
Yeah, I think he's put on more muscle. Because because in Harry Potter he was basically a fucking kid, right? So that doesn't count.
Yeah.
And then he discovered protein shakes.
Is it really protein shakes? If I drink protein shakes, am I gonna get looking like this?
Well, you need to. The thing with protein shakes is you need to get that calorie intake. So
do you think he's in a deficit right now, or you think he's
he's in a deficit?
For sure.
Yeah.
And he's probably burning a shit ton of calories. But the key is to drink a protein shake but not work out. I'm pretty sure.
I've tried that.
I'm on that right now.
You ever see I think Chris Pratt talks about this when he was trying to gain weight for like certain roles.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, they're like, well, how did you intake all those calories? He's like, one of my meals used to just be to drink ice cream.
Oh my God.
He would take ice cream out, wait for it to melt, and then just drink it because you needed to like gain weight.
When The Rock was doing Hercules, his meal prep was 11 meals. He would start at like 3 o'clock in the morning to eat.
I mean, how do you eat that much food? My stomach would just hurt all the time.
I guess when I was like trying to get in shape, because I started eating a lot. Everyone talks about when you start a diet, you're going to be hungry, drink coffee, all this other stuff. I had the opposite issue. I was like, I am full all the fucking time, and I don't want to eat anything. Apparently, I was the only one who had this issue because I couldn't find any type of like forum or post talking about what do you do if you're just full all the time? You don't want to eat anymore.
Wait, so you were trying to lose weight and you were full all the time?
You were not doing it right.
No, I was trying to build muscle, but lean, and I was full all the time. I was eating about 2,300 calories a day.
You were doing a lean bulk.
It's not a lot. On paper, it's not a lot. But when you have to start eating this shit, and I was trying to do it lean, I was like, I'm not hungry.
And how many days a week were you working out? Sorry, Susan.
6 days a week.
What did your meals look like?
Chicken and broccoli.
See, you know what's crazy? When I started trying to do the same thing, I realized that like after a certain point, your body, because the food is so clean, it doesn't fill me up. Like I can have like a giant plate of broccoli, chicken, brown rice, and in like 2 hours be ready to go. That metabolism gets revved up, ready to go. So that's weird.
Later on, a month or two into it, my metabolism ramped up and started taking in all that food. So I wasn't hungry. But the first month or two, it was a fucking pain. I'll tell you exactly what I ate. Every morning, it was 3 eggs, 2 pieces of toast, and 2 pieces of like Canadian bacon. Then 2 hours later, I'd have a protein bar. 2 hours later, I'd have lunch, chicken and broccoli, 200 grams of chicken.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. But that's like, what, 30 grams of protein? Then I'd have a protein shake with yogurt, protein powder, fucking oats.
With the
banana.
chicken or as a snack?
No,
As a
2
meal.
hours after. 2 hours
Okay.
after, or 2 or 3 hours after lunch. That would be a shake. Drink that, go to the gym, come home, like shortly after that, eat dinner, which is another like chicken and vegetable situation. And that would be it for the night. And then if I had any leftover at night, I would drink another, like the casein protein.
Damn.
To be honest, I don't think you were like an anomaly. I think that's normal. All those calories that you're not used to it and your body needs to get, you just didn't give it the proper amount of time.
Well, I mean, eventually I caught up to it.
So I think all those forums are probably saying, maybe 3 or 4 months down the line,
Or that I was just not a fat piece of shit to begin with and wasn't overeating. I just wasn't eating the same.
Yeah, you were looking you got pretty jacked that one time.
Oh, I got
jacked.
lean. I got lean, bro.
Gotta get back there.
Trying to
know.
get lean now.
It's so much work, though.
I'm about to order Grubhub, so.
Well, speaking of which, on our next article, Burger King faces a lawsuit claiming it makes its Whoppers look larger on ads and menu boards. A federal judge refused to dismiss part of a lawsuit against the restaurant that claims it misrepresents the size of its food. The class action lawsuit alleges Burger King uses photos of the Whopper in advertisements and on its menu boards that make it look much larger than it actually is. Burger King also argues it clearly states a Whopper contains a quarter pound of beef. The lawsuit is seeking $5 million for breach of contract.
Who's the main plaintiff? Do they have a numerosity?
Yeah, can we jump on that?
I'm
Because
sure
I think
they
the
did.
same thing.
Do you think it's big?
The Whopper? I think it's
The
huge.
Whoppers are pretty huge, though.
Yeah.
Whoppers
I
are
think-
big.
I don't know. I haven't. The last time I had Burger King was last year. Yeah, I had the Whopper. I literally felt sick to my stomach after I ate it.
Oh, yeah.
It was disgusting.
Honestly, these fast food burgers nowadays, they're like the McDonald's, the Burger Kings, they're all trash now.
Yeah.
Like the only ones that I'll fucking die on the hill on is In-N-Out. But like,
You don't like Shake Shack?
too salty.
Do you think though, like looking at an advertisement, like the burger should look like that coming out?
They're not going to ever have it the same size. They always show it bigger, you know? Like, isn't
Right.
it just because the picture's bigger, you know? Like,
But isn't that why sometimes they say, like, it's either
enlarged.
enlarged for whatever, or this is the actual size because of that? Because a couple of episodes ago, a couple of podcasts ago, we talked about frivolous lawsuits. You know, people suing these companies for falsifying their, advertisement. But they do have a little bit of merit. So maybe this might be the same case.
So this class action lawsuit alleges Burger King uses photos of the Whopper that are to make it look larger. Like, the only way I could think that it would be wrong is if, like, you showed two things next to each other and you made the Whopper look that much bigger. Then I'd be like, oh, wow, the Whopper's fucking
You
huge.
put a banana next to it for scale.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, it's clearly not the same size as a banana.
But if you put it on a billboard and I'm driving by it and then I order it and I'm like, well, it's not the size of my fucking F-150, so I'm pissed. Like, that's kind of ridiculous.
Those things are huge. Yeah. Those fucking Whoppers are huge, though.
But you just food advertising in general, like you ever see, like usually it's raw. It's like not cooked food. Sometimes it's painted on.
They make it look better than what it is.
Yeah, for like cheese on pizza and stuff, they use glue
Oof.
in commercials. Yeah, so when you see the cheese pull apart for pizza and you see all the string and all that, that's not cheese, it's glue.
That's
Oh,
disgusting.
I want some of that then.
That
Well, it
glue is
looks-
looking mighty good.
Looks more advertising.
Yeah, I've seen them like you ever seen the things online where like they show you how they shoot the videos of the food, and
Yeah.
they're just like dropping it and doing all this stuff, but it looks fucking delicious. Go after those people.
So I wanted to take this time.
Is there another one of those shake videos from McDonald's where they do those TikToks?
So we're gonna do a tier list of fast food burgers.
Okay.
So in it we have a bunch of fast food burgers. Some of these places I haven't had in years, so we're going off of memory. Some of these places I've had a little bit more recently, and we're going to rate them in from S tier, from A, B, C, D, and F.
What do the letters mean?
Yeah, what does this mean?
Well, S tier is like godlike tier.
Okay, yeah.
A, B, C, D, and F. F would be trash.
Taco Bell. But
Taco
edible.
Bell doesn't have burgers, so
Yeah,
that
that's true.
wouldn't work.
That's true.
All right, so let's start with Burger King. Where would we place Burger King in the fast food burger tier list?
A D.
D?
Do
I'd
you
give
like
it-
Burger King that much?
I would say C though.
I'd
Yeah.
say so. Okay, I'd be going C then.
If there's the middle between B and C, I would go there. I haven't had it in a long time though.
I think it's definitely higher than McDonald's.
I used to love the Big Mac.
Really? You think Burger King's higher than McDonald's?
Yeah.
All right, so let's place McDonald's. Where would you put McDonald's?
I'd put them at a fucking D. But
D?
I mean, is there
All
something
of
between
All
C and D?
Well, we could put them. You could put them after on C, but after Burger
Okay,
King.
I'll do that. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
When's the last time you had McDonald's burger?
The last time, it's been years.
I had it.
I usually
Saturday.
used to get the chicken nuggets. I actually never had one, but I think it would be sick.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. All right, so Wendy's. Where would we put Wendy's at?
Old school Wendy's was definitely, I'd say Wendy's now. I had one now recently. It wasn't
A burger?
good. Yeah,
At Wendy's?
it was not good.
I haven't had it in forever.
I would say it's better.
I'd say B.
Yeah, I'd say B.
I would go to B.
I'd definitely put Carl's Jr. as a B, though.
After Wendy's or
Never
before
had
Wendy's? I had it once. It was good, but it wasn't memorable. But it wasn't like bad. Their
I remember
burgers
it
are
being
huge, though.
I remember it being very huge.
Right.
Yeah. Being before, is it better? I don't understand.
Well, it'd be B, so before would be closer to S tier.
Okay. But like on the same line, does it matter?
Yeah.
Okay.
It would be if it's
It's
after,
been in front of Wendy's.
Yeah. So all right. So we'll put Carl's Jr. B tier, but before Wendy's.
Yeah.
All right. So Shake
I
Shack.
see.
Where are we putting Shake Shack?
I'd say they're. Yeah. What do you think?
I like it.
I like it.
Honestly,
They're
I would
okay.
go between A and B, like an A minus. But if we had to choose, I would give it an A.
You'd give it an A tier?
Yeah, because based on these other, based on these other options, I like it.
What a burger!
I
Where
would
would
say
you place what a burger?
A or
I haven't
S.
had one.
It's
Really?
been a long time. I would say
Marky Mark's
A for
right?
sure.
I remember them being greasy as fuck.
I kind of
Yeah.
liked it. I'd say A.
Before Shake, better than Shake Shack?
I kind of like Shake Shack better.
All right, so we'll do
Yeah.
what a burger. A tier, right after Shake Shack.
Yeah. That's where I would put them.
In and Out.
I'd put them in as an S.
I've never had In and Out.
I fucking love it.
I had an opportunity and I missed it.
I had it when I was in Austin, and to be honest, I didn't think anything of it.
Nah, bro.
I don't know.
I'd say
fuck out of
all
here.
day.
You're done.
Yeah.
You're
You
done.
never even had
You're
it.
out of the pot. Yeah, you know who else?
I don't want to piss off the In and Out people. We have a California market to try to keep.
Yeah, In and Out all day.
All right, In and Out S tier. You didn't think anything. Did you order correctly?
Yeah.
Did you do the whole menu, the secret menu,
The
or did you
secret-
just
I did
fucking
not-
read off?
Yeah, see that?
I did not do the
Let's
secret
just,
menu.
yeah. You know
Oh, so
who
you
else
didn't-
didn't do the
you
secret
didn't even-
menu? You know what's doing? The fourth guy on our podcast. So get out of here.
But the secret menu is just the burger with a secret sauce. Am I correct?
No, there's tons of different ways
Oh,
you could
what
do
do
it,
you-
man. There's tons of different ways you could do it.
Well, you know
I
what?
usually get a double animal style, and they just load that thing up, right? And then you can get all these secret peppers. You could do protein style. You could do all these different styles.
You know
You gotta
what? Maybe
Google it.
if they advertised the secret menu, maybe it would have been better.
Yeah,
Well, it
but
wouldn't
you
be
should
secret
know.
then.
It wouldn't be
But then
secret.
fuck-
You should just
Then
know.
I wouldn't have gone to them and be like, "Yo, this
Just
is
like you could get the cheese sauce at Wendy's. You just got to ask for it, right? That's a secret menu.
never even asked."
You never asked.
No.
What do you
doing with your life?
What do? You do? What do you do?
Yeah,
You
what
just
do
go
you
get
do?
degrees?
I watch movies.
just
bro.
go to
I watch
school and get
movies
degrees?
on the week.
Bro,
I don't leave my house.
there's people out there who take the world and make it theirs. You're not one of them. You're
No.
just letting these restaurants dictate your fucking life. You're not going out there and you're not saying, "Hey, listen, I'm going to make this menu work for me."
You're right.
Grab
On
life.
menu?
Yeah. Grab life off menu.
That's the bumper sticker on my Subaru.
Grab life off menu, please. Where does Five Guys go?
I would say
Solid
A B.
B on that one.
yeah, it's
Solid B? I'd give it A.
Solid B, and sometimes, depending on who cooks it, definitely a C. It's a hit or miss.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
And
So
their
words
fries suck.
behind Wendy's.
I think they'd be in front of Wendy's. I think they'd be in front of Carl's Jr. What do you think?
I think they're A, but I mean, if we're going down a peg,
No, go A, man.
no, it's a consensus here. What's your beef with Five Guys? What are you
Just-
getting at Five Guys? You're bringing it down to a B. I get a very simple burger at Five Guys.
How simple.
Like I get the single patty, I get the cheese, maybe one or two little toppings, and that's it.
So you get the little patty, right?
The mini,
That's
the
the
mini.
I get the regular size, the double patty, and I get two of them.
Damn.
Wait, you
Yeah.
get
Two.
two? You get 4 fucking
Yes.
patties.
And I
He's a
fucking
grown
just-
boy.
with bacon.
And you would classify this as B, sometimes C. You're
Yeah.
eating 4 fucking patties.
Yeah.
You're like putting these kids through college, and you're like, no, your burgers suck. Give me 6 of them.
Yep.
You sound like a crazy person.
I'm like, yeah, the little one. No, just give me the regular size. Yeah, give me 2.
Is it expensive though? Like,
Oh my
I
God.
hear like,
Oh yeah, you're paying like
$45.
$30. Yeah,
oh my God.
that's
And
why I
no
get the
drink
mini
and no
and
fries.
the mini fries. No drink.
Do they still just fucking dump the fries in your bag?
Yeah.
Like they just, yeah.
And the
A
brown bag
minis
is
are
like
basically
greasy.
medium fries.
And the brown bag, you're like looking at it, you're like, why is it so greasy?
My
So-
biggest issue with Five Guys is that whoever decided to decorate that restaurant made it look like a fucking bathroom. Like if you walk into the bathroom of the Five Guys, it looks exactly like the room you were just in where they make the food.
God, that's so true. It really is.
I don't understand why they would choose that decor. Have you ever had 7th Street Burgers?
No, where's that at?
They're all
7th
over
Street.
the city.
Okay, 7th Street.
There's
It's on First Avenue.
yeah, there's a few on the Upper East Side, one in Times Square, a couple on the Lower East Side, Chelsea, they're all over the city. My boy put me onto them. The menu, all it is, do you want a burger or you don't want a burger?
Fine by me.
Really?
That's it.
You can't like
burgers
mess
and
with the
fries.
toppings and stuff.
Burgers and fries. Yeah, you can mess with the toppings. But all they have it listed is burgers and fries. That's all they got there.
What's the name of it again?
7th Street Burger.
Check it out.
Yo, check it
burgers.
out.
There's a
They're
one on
cheap.
an apartment.
They're-
I gotta go check it out.
Yeah, there's one by you. I think I went to that one.
So what was your best burger now?
The best burger I've ever had in my life. You were there. Wagyu beef burger. Thailand.
Oh yeah,
The best one I've ever had in my life.
Really?
Really? The
Best
best
one
burger
ever.
you had was in
Oh,
Thailand?
that was good.
Yes. At an Irish pub in Thailand.
Yeah, it was that Wagyu beef burger. That was really good.
Still remember
on.
it to this day.
Hold on. You
Yep.
were in Thailand. You saw
Yep.
an Irish pub, and you were like, you know what? This place probably has some good shit.
And it was like connected to a mall.
Yup. And it was like, yeah, we have burgers, Wagyu beef. Wagyu beef burgers, huh? And it was so cheap because, Wagyu beef is expensive. And I was like, wow.
It wasn't real Wagyu
I don't
beef.
think it was real.
Yeah,
Wagyu
Whatever
beef,
it was amazing.
It was like ostrich or whatever.
What was on this burger that was like so
it was just a
fucking
regular burger, just the meat
orgasmic?
literally just like melted in your mouth as you were eating.
Mm.
It was just the flavor, everything.
You ate dog, bro.
Yeah.
You ate Wagyu dog.
Pretty tasty. Pretty
Yeah, Wagyu
tasty.
is actually Thai for dog. I mean, I could be wrong.
He's like, it's like meat that I've never tasted before.
Oh man,
Oh god,
I can't remember.
I can't think of the best burger
Yeah, I
I've ever
can't
had.
pick one out. I've had some good burgers in my life, but I can't say there was one that was like the best burger in my life.
Yeah,
Have you guys ever watched that burger show on YouTube? The Burger
Mm.
Show?
the burger show on YouTube. What's it called?
The Burger Show.
Oh, okay. They really thought long and hard for that fucking
No,
name.
it's like
a
First We
working
Feast.
title.
You know that YouTube channel, First We Feast?
yeah,
Yeah.
the hot ones guy.
Yeah, the hot ones. Yeah, there's this burger historian. He goes around, he makes burgers, he gives you the history.
That's a job.
Yeah.
I could
Oh
have
my
been a burger historian.
Yeah, bro. he tries to recreate it in his hot plate in New York City, in a New York City apartment.
I've tried to do that. I've actually gotten pretty good at. I have a cast iron, like a small cast iron skillet. I've gotten pretty good at making burgers at home. With that,
Do you like smash burgers?
Yes, love
yes, I like smash burgers. I haven't been to one in a while. The smash burger was not on the tier list for some reason, but I haven't been to one in a while. But they're pretty legit.
them. Yeah, I like their burgers.
I like their fries. They have the very thin fries.
I used to love Burger King's fries when they changed them, but then recently I went and they were not good.
I did the New York City Food Festival for the burgers.
Nice.
Some of the best burgers probably I've ever had.
Was that recent?
This was a few years ago prior to COVID. They do it every year.
I'm gonna check that out.
Check it out. It's like $250 something per ticket.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's $250 for a ticket.
Bro, that's literally 3 burgers at
yeah. That's like one trip to fucking Panera Bread. What are you talking about? But it's restaurants all over, famous chefs. They have a stand. They create the burger. They cook it there. And I maybe hit half the stands. I was ready to throw up. My walk home, because they do it down by like Chelsea Piers. My walk home, I was literally contemplating throwing up on the sidewalk.
Oh my god!
Because I ate so much.
That sounds ridiculous.
But it's free. It's free burgers. It's free. They have drinks, all free. They have desserts. I met the Shake Shack had a stand there. The burger was fine. It was like mediocre at best. It wasn't bad. It wasn't fucking anything to write home about. They had a shake, a Manhattan style like shake. So it had alcohol in it. One of the best things I've ever fucking tasted.
Wait, Shake Shack made this?
Shake Shack made this.
Wow.
And they had the director of like their culinary area, like the
Mr. Shake?
the CEO. Was it the CCO, the chief cooking guy? They had the guy who basically creates the menu for Shake Shack, right? He was there. I met him, and he was like, "Oh, you got to try this thing." I tasted it. I'm like, "Bro, you need to put this on the menu. Like, this is probably the best thing I've ever fucking tasted here."
That sounds delicious, though.
Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing. Tasted like a Manhattan, but it had like this extra like milkiness to it. Oh, it was delicious.
Sounds fucking. I'm starving now.
Yeah, usually they have it around October, so you can probably find tickets for it now.
I'm gonna look that up.
Look it up, bro. It's well worth it. You get your money back in droves.
And then I'll do the podcast and just throw up.
We'll do it live. We'll do it from there.
Do it live.
All right, but that's it for today. Hope you guys are well versed in news. We want to thank everyone for listening. If you want to stay updated on new content and join in on the conversation, check us out on YouTube at I'm Not Dumb But Podcast and on Twitter at I'm Not Dumb But. Feel free to name drop this podcast to your friends and family, as they will be impressed of how smart you've become. And until next time, stay curious.
Later.